And if you play it on the 1 hour chart, you need to watch your trade every hour. If you play on the daily chart, you need to watch your trade every day. So it depends on how much time you can devote to the stock market. Let's find some buying opportunities in the stock market today. Tesla is up $4.34, 2.53%, closed at 175.66. Post market, we are up by 19 cents. So let's look at what this means on the chart. So we have a move up of 3%. Is it now the time to buy Tesla? That's the question. So let's look at our chart here to help us find buying impulses or imbalances between the buyers and sellers. When we find an imbalance between the buyers and sellers, then we can act and follow that imbalance. So we were into what we call a congestion zone between 155.46 right here and 174.89. We have broken above 174.89 today. So this would have been considered, an imbalance between the buyers and sellers. But because we don't have stochastic over 60, I don't advise that you buy yet. Any move in the stock market that does not happen with a stochastic over 60 is not a good move. If you look in the past, you take any stock, I don't know this one. I think this one, if you look at when you had a move up, you had over 60. Right here, there was a move up. Right here, a little bit of a move up. And sometimes it's not a big move, but there's always a move. Right here, it came up. We had this one. It did not have stochastic. It continued down. So, you can look at this here. So stochastic over 60. This is one very important criteria that we use on this channel in order to tell us if we should buy or not. There are other criteria, but this one is one of them. Yeah, of course, I always say this, you can buy at any point in time. You can buy right now if you want to. But there's a risk because we don't have stochastic over 60. You can minimize the risk by waiting just a little bit further. If you wait for 180.38, this is minimizing the risk a little bit more because we don't have stochastic over 60. But when we are going to get stochastic over 60, this is going to be a better move. Of course, you can also decide to play it on the 1 hour chart. If you play it on the 1 hour chart, we have a break of 174.89 right here. We had the break an hour ago, and the last hour was also closed also above 174.89. And on the 1 hour chart, we have stochastic over 60. So if you want to play it on the 1 hour chart, you could be having a little bit of a move like this and still make profit here. But on the daily chart, there's no such move. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is continuing down. This is going to help the stock market. It looks like we want to come back to 1264. That would be great. US government bonds also coming down. This will also help. And the same thing with the US dollar. And look at how we respected our decreasing resistance line right here. We broke it for 1 day, but came back down right here. And we did the same thing on February 13. These lines mean something. The stock market is reacting to these lines. Let's take a look at the stock indices. Dow Jones, boom. Big move, Dow Jones. For the past 2-3 weeks, we have been going sideways. Could not break 39,295. Today, we have broken it. So this is a bullish sign. S&P 500, it was never bearish. It stayed within its bullish channel and it's continuing within the bullish channels. This is still bullish. NASDAQ, not yet ready. So NASDAQ is going to turn bullish when we start breaking 18,336. And we already have stochastic over 60, so that criteria is already taken care of. Let's take a look at the Magnificent Seven and some. Okay, Apple starting to come a little bit. So we are up 1.4%. We just got stochastic over 60 today. We have broken outside our downward resistance a couple of days ago. We have stochastic over 60. So the only thing that we need right now is a break of 180.24 in order to consider this a buy. Amazon continuing sideways. AMD, nothing to do. We are into our congestion zone. I would not move. We need stochastic over 60 and we need to break 185. ARM, we don't have stochastic over 60. We had a nice day today, 5.4% up. This one can maybe played, on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, I would tend to use this support right here that held us up on March 5th. We had support right here, right here, right here. So now we are very close to breaking it. I would wait for tomorrow to have a 1 hour candle close above 134.54. This is the number to watch if you want to play it on the 1 hour chart. And if you play it on the 1 hour chart, you need to watch your trade every hour. If you play on the daily chart, you need to watch your trade every day. So it depends on how much time you can devote to the stock market. Myself, I think I'm going to play it on the 1 hour chart tomorrow. So I will just put a alert for a close above the support. And I want to be alerted once a bar has closed. Let's take a look at Google. Really nice move. We have stochastic over 60. I would just wait for a break of 151.88 right here. Microsoft, I said it yesterday. This is still a buy if you want to buy it. Meta, the same thing. This is still a buy. Nvidia, very close to being a buy. So maybe tomorrow it will break this downward resistance right here. It's already within a bullish channel at the same time. So this is why I would not wait for a break of horizontal resistance that much. Palantir, nice bounce on support at 23.28. The only problem is that we don't have stochastic over 60. So I would wait for a break of 25.52 with stochastic over 60 if it comes to that point. SMCI, stabilizing. Nothing to do here. Let's take a look at our EV stocks. So BYD continuing, it is very close to this resistance side of the bullish channel. So it's not impossible that we come back down a little bit at some point. So if you buy here close to this resistance, you can maybe suffer a little bit of a move down. Just be aware of that or just wait a little bit later. But if you wait a little bit later, then this thing can just hop off like this. So, and there's always risk. We are minimizing the risk, but there's always risk. And if we look at this here, we have some resistance right here at 28.16. It was used as support right here, resistance here, resistance here. So, I would be kind of expecting a little bit of a cool down. If we go through 28.16, then it just means that BYD is so much stronger than we give it credit for. Lucid, nothing to do here. Neo Battery Material going sideways. Neo cratering lower. Novonix, look at this. These support lines are very important. This one is holding very well above 231. It gave us a bit of a scare yesterday, but it did not close lower than 231. So this is why it's very important to wait until a candle has finished being painted before acting, before seeing if we have a break in support or resistance. So we did not have a break in support yesterday. During the day, we broke it, but it did not close below it. So it's not a break below support. Xpeng going sideways, Rivian going sideways. Bitcoin rebounding very nicely on support. We like to see this. Baito pretty much did the same thing on its support. MicroStrategy also rebounded nicely too. XRP, the same thing. So this was just a move down most likely, and we should be continuing our way up. Gold, I took some profit right here. I should not have done it, but now it's back above 1686. So this is a buy for me tomorrow. I'm just going to buy back into it. Silver, the same thing. I had sold 2 days ago because I was seeing this top right here. And this time I'm going to wait until 864 in order to get back in. So yeah, Tesla is attempting another move up right now in terms of the technicals. This is not the best move up. We have a break of a horizontal resistance, but this is the only thing that we have right here. We don't have a stochastic over 60. This one is not the best move on the daily chart, but it could change within a couple of days. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.